Good morning, neighbors. It is Tuesday, January 6th, 2026, and you are tuned in to the Murphy Morning Show. I am your host, Sara, here to share what is happening around Murphy and our mountain communities as you start your day. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let us catch up on the latest together. Let us start with local news around Cherokee County and Murphy. Community conversations are still very much shaped by the tragic loss of a Cherokee County detention center officer who was shot and killed in Murphy last summer during an inmate's attempted escape from a medical appointment. And residents continue to support law enforcement families and push for stronger safety measures at medical transports and public facilities. Officials from both Murphy and Andrews have emphasized how tightly knit our communities are and how deeply this kind of loss is still felt months later, even as daily routines move forward and flags have long since returned from half-staff. County and town leaders are also keeping an eye on broader security issues after federal authorities announced they had stopped a New Year's Eve attack plot elsewhere in North Carolina that agents say was inspired by extremist ideology. While that incident did not occur here in Cherokee County, it has prompted fresh reminders from local law enforcement asking people to report anything that seems out of place at public gatherings, churches, and downtown events, reinforcing the idea that small mountain towns are paying attention to national security concerns just like larger cities are. Looking ahead into the new year, Cherokee County officials are working through January calendars of meetings, planning sessions, and routine business as they share updates and notices through the county's website and courthouse channels. Regional governments around us, including leaders just over the state line in Union County, Georgia, are scheduling public hearings this month on local ordinances and planning issues, which can affect traffic patterns, growth, and services for residents who live, work, or shop back and forth between Murphy and Blairsville. Arts and culture are off to an energetic start this month in downtown Murphy. The Murphy Art Center on Peachtree Street is featuring the Max project, the Murphy Art Xplosion, with artwork on display through the spring, giving folks a colorful excuse to stroll the square, duck into local shops, and warm up with a coffee or cocoa while they browse. The Art Center is also putting on hands-on classes for kids and adults through January, from pottery projects to card making, giving families and creative folks a chance to get out of the house, learn something new, and connect with neighbors. There is also a spiritual and reflective offering on the calendar this month tied to Murphy. An online event called Murphy 2026, a free 21 days of spiritual meditation for peace, is scheduled to begin later in January, inviting participants in and beyond Cherokee County to log in from home and focus on quiet, guided reflection. For people who cannot always make it into town for in-person groups, this kind of virtual gathering can be a gentle way to mark the new year and share some encouragement with others. Local venues are gearing up for winter and early spring entertainment as well. The Ballroom in Murphy has posted an event schedule for the new year, including shows and gatherings like evening performances and special dances that give folks a reason to dress up a bit and enjoy a night out close to home. When you add in regional concerts and country shows slated for later in the month around Murphy and nearby towns, there will be no shortage of live music and date night ideas as January unfolds. Before we head into the weather, a quick favor from your friendly neighborhood host. If you are listening on an online platform or catching the replay, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, tap that like button, and leave a comment to let us know what stories matter most to you. Your support helps keep the Murphy Morning Show going and makes it easier for your neighbors to find us. Now, let us talk about the weather for Murphy over the next 3 days. For today, Tuesday, expect mostly cloudy skies with a high temperature right around the low 60s and a mild breeze, with the chance of any showers staying on the low side through the day. Tonight, temperatures will slip back into the upper 40s under cloudy skies, and there could be some patchy fog in low-lying areas, so take it slow on those early morning back roads and watch the curves. On Wednesday, Murphy should see a mix of clouds with some breaks of sun and a high in the middle 60s, feeling fairly comfortable for early January. Rain chances look modest, more of a passing sprinkle risk than an all-day soaking, but it is still a good idea to keep a light jacket or umbrella handy if you will be out and about in the afternoon or evening. By Thursday, temperatures are expected to stay mild for this time of year, again topping out in the low to middle 60s, with increasing clouds as another system brushes the region. There may be a slightly better chance of light showers later in the day or Thursday night, but at this point, it looks more like on and off light rain rather than anything severe. So everyday errands and school activities should be able to go on with just a little weather awareness. Let us turn to community events coming up in and around Murphy. Downtown, the Murphy Art Center on Peachtree Street is hosting its ongoing MAX project, the Murphy Art Xplosion, with artwork on display through May, giving residents a standing invitation to come downtown, walk through the gallery, and support local artists. The center is also offering youth and family-friendly classes this month, including creative projects like pottery and themed art sessions, and families are encouraged to call ahead or stop by to reserve a spot, especially for younger kids. Later in January, a special new work called Shelton Laurel, an Appalachian opera, is set to premiere at the Bardo Art Center on the Western Carolina University campus, within driving distance for Murphy folks looking for a meaningful evening out. Doors will open in the evening with the performance starting shortly afterward, and there will be concessions on site, so it can be a full night of music, storytelling, and history for anyone interested in Appalachian themes. For those who enjoy live music and local venues, keep an eye on the schedule at the ballroom here in Murphy, which lists events like concerts, themed dances, and private celebrations across January and into February. As always, if you head out to any evening event, be sure to plan a safe ride home, take it easy on wet or foggy mountain roads, and look out for pedestrians around downtown crosswalks when shows are letting out. In the broader region, neighbors who travel back and forth to Blairsville may want to stay aware of civic announcements such as mid-month public hearings at the Union County Courthouse, which can affect planning and zoning decisions just across the line. While that is a short drive from Murphy, it can matter for local businesses, commuters, and anyone who shops or works in both communities. So checking county notices before you go is always helpful. That is it for today's edition of the Murphy Morning Show. Thank you so much for starting your Tuesday with me, Sara, and for being part of this warm, caring mountain community. Have a safe, peaceful, and productive day, and be sure to tune in again tomorrow morning for more local news, weather, and events from right here in Murphy, North Carolina.